Abuja was glowing under the hot afternoon sun. The wide streets of Maitama were filled with shiny cars and big houses, and inside one of the grandest homes lived Natasha Okonjo. Natasha was the only daughter of Senator Okonjo, one of the most powerful politicians in the country. She was beautiful, her almond-shaped eyes sparkled when she laughed, her skin was smooth and brown like it had been kissed by the sun, and her lips were full and pink. She carried herself like a princess because that was what she had always been treated as. Her mother was just as beautiful as her, but kinder and more graceful. She ran the biggest boutique in Abuja, with branches all over Nigeria. Unlike Natasha, her mother was humble and respected everyone. Natasha, however, had grown up spoiled. Being an only child, she always got what she wanted. She looked down on anyone who didn't have money. Even though she had studied abroad and graduated with excellent results, Natasha refused to work. Why should I? I'm already rich. I'm the only child, she would say with a proud smile. But everything began to change the day her father hired a new driver. His name was Ejike. Ejike was not just any man. He was tall and strong, with sharp features and a body built like it belonged on the cover of a magazine. His skin was light, his jaw was firm, and his eyes had a quiet strength that made people stop and stare. Women admired him everywhere he went. But beyond his looks, Ejike was humble and soft-spoken. He had studied business management at university, but because he could not find a good job, he took whatever work came his way. Driving was one of them. When Natasha first met him, she wrinkled her nose. A driver? My father must be joking, she muttered. From that day, she made it her mission to remind him of his place. Open the door. Faster. Don't scratch the car. It's worth more than your salary. You should be grateful you even work here. But Ejike was different from other workers. He never shouted back, yet he never allowed Natasha to trample on him either. Whenever she insulted him, he replied calmly, Madam Natasha, you shouldn't talk to people like that. That annoyed her even more. No one ever dared to correct her. One day, during a drive to her mother's boutique, Natasha decided to mock him. Tell me, Mr. Driver, did you even go to school? Or is this the best you can do? Without looking away from the road, Ejike answered, I studied business management. I graduated with a good grade. Driving doesn't mean I'm less than anyone. Work is work. Natasha's lips parted in surprise. For the first time, she had no quick insult to throw back. She simply folded her arms and looked out the window, pretending not to care. But something in her heart shifted. Over the next few weeks, Natasha began to notice little things about Ejike. He greeted the security guards by name. He always bought extra sachet water from the children who walked by the roadside. The staff at her mother's boutique all respected him. People seemed to like him everywhere he went. One rainy night, Natasha stumbled in her heels after a party. She was about to fall into a muddy puddle when Ejike caught her firmly. For a moment, their eyes met. Her perfume mixed with the scent of rain on his shirt. Natasha quickly pulled away. Don't touch me. Ejike only gave a small smile. Believe me, madam, I wouldn't if I didn't have to. That night, Natasha lay awake in her bed, replaying the moment over and over. The turning point came one weekend when the car broke down near a busy market. People gathered to watch. Natasha panicked, embarrassed that strangers were staring. But Ejike calmly took off his jacket, rolled up his sleeves, and got to work. Within minutes, he had the car running again. The crowd clapped. An old woman even blessed him aloud. Natasha sat in silence, watching him. For the first time, she saw him not as a driver, but as a man, capable, strong, and respected. From that day, her feelings began to grow, though she tried to deny them. She became jealous when other women admired him. She found excuses to speak to him, even if it meant pretending to complain. One evening, she asked bluntly, Ejike, do you like me? Ejike looked at her for a long time before replying, Natasha, you're beautiful, yes, but beauty without kindness means nothing. You need to change your heart before any man can truly love you. The words cut through her pride. No one had ever spoken to her like that. She felt exposed, but also challenged. Slowly, Natasha began to change. She started greeting the workers at home with respect. She volunteered at her mother's charity event. She even apologized to Ejike for her past insults. Their conversations grew softer. Their laughter came heavier, and soon their eyes began to linger on each other more than either of them admitted. Months later, at a family event, Natasha's father introduced her to the son of a wealthy politician, hinting that he would make a good husband. But Natasha shocked everyone when she refused. "I'll choose my own path," she said firmly. "Love isn't about money or class, it's about character." Then, in front of everyone, she walked over to Ejike and took his hand. Her father's face darkened with anger, but her mother smiled quietly, proud of the woman her daughter was finally becoming. Natasha had learned a lesson she never expected, that respect and humility matter more than wealth. And in Ejike, she found not just love, but a new way of living, one built on kindness, respect, and a heart that finally saw people for who they truly were. Money can open doors, but it cannot replace love. True love grows where there is respect, humility, and kindness.